thank God for my mother. I'm here to just give some remarks, I guess, about her and who she was and who she is and always will be to me. And I just thank God for just all the stories that I've heard from other people that have reminisced and things about her. One of the greatest few words I think that she ever said to me was she came home from work one night and she said to me, I want you to come ride with me and we're going to go look at this little church. And I said, okay, sure. And so I got in the car and rode with her. So we're driving down the plaza and we cut through Hampshire Hills to get to Greer Road. So we got almost to the church. And I will never forget, she said to me, now, don't you be laughing at this little church. Because she knows, we like to laugh and joke a lot, even when I was a kid. So going to that little church at that time, who would have thought that one night would change our lives? For 37 years. Thank you. She loved this church. It was.
It's all right.
Okay. It was a place. It was a little tin building. Like you've heard some of the stories. But to see her go into that place and it be a life-changing experience. And then for me and for my dad, for me as a kid, to see the life that my dad lived and to bring him into this church and be changed instantly. I was telling that to Mother Roberts the other night. I mean, people go through habits, whether it be drug habits, alcoholism, whatever the case may be, go through that stuff and they have to go through a 12-step program and, wean themselves off of that. But to just come to church one night and get the Holy Ghost and be changed instantly. I just thank God. I thank God because of that, because of them. That's the life that I've known here at this church, and trust me, I'm far from perfect. I'm the first to admit that. I'm far from perfect, but just bringing me up here in this place, in this church, I thank God for it. I thank God for it. I watch the morning news. Almost every morning, I watch the morning news. I talk to my son and my children about all this killing. People out robbing, stealing little girls and stuff you watch on the news every day. And I look back at the neighborhood I grew up in and the friends that I had and hung around with. They all went to jail, all did this type of stuff. And I just thank God for her bringing me up in this church. My mom and I, we used to like to laugh and joke. I mean, she was a prankster now. She was quiet, but she will joke you, And, You know, I remember one time it was here at church, and I think it was a service I missed, and we had